Have you ever read a book and then forgot almost everything the very next day? Have you ever studied for an exam only to blank out when you needed the information the most? Or maybe you walked into a room and instantly forgot why you even went there in the first place? If this sounds familiar, don't worry, you're not alone. But here's the good news. Memory is not just a gift you're born with, it's a skill you can train, sharpen, and master. And today, in this video, we are going to explore how to remember everything. Yes, you heard me right, everything. Whether it's names, numbers, faces, facts, or even entire books, by the end of this lesson, you will know the secrets to boost your memory and make your brain work like a supercomputer. So stay tuned, because what I'm about to share could change the way you learn forever. Before we begin, let me ask you, do you want to become smarter? Do you want to learn faster? Do you want to impress people by remembering things instantly? If your answer is yes, then this video is made for you. Make sure to watch till the very end, because every single tip builds on the next one. And if you skip, you might miss the exact secret that could boost your memory power for life. Section 1. The truth about memory. Let's start with the truth. Memory is not just about memorizing words like a parrot. It's about creating connections in your brain. Think of your brain as a giant library. Every time you experience something, a new book is placed on the shelf. But here's the problem: if you don't organize the books, if you don't label them properly, you'll never find them again. That's why we forget. It's not because the memory is gone. It's because we don't know how to access it. So the real challenge is not storing memory. The real challenge is retrieving memory. And that's exactly what we will learn today. Section 2. The science of memory. Scientists say there are 3 main stages of memory. Encoding, how you take in information. Storage, how you keep it in your brain. Retrieval, how you bring it back when needed. If you fail in any one of these stages, your memory fails. For example, if you're distracted while reading, your brain doesn't encode the information properly. If you never revise, your brain doesn't store the information deeply. And if you never practice recalling, your brain doesn't learn how to retrieve. So, improving memory is about mastering all 3 stages. And now we'll go step by step through powerful techniques that will change the way you learn forever. Section 3. The power of visualization. First secret: visualization. The brain doesn't think in words, it thinks in pictures. That's why when I say the word elephant, you don't see the letters ELEPHANT in your mind. Instead, you see a giant animal with a trunk. So, if you want to remember anything, you must turn words into images. For example, if you want to remember the name Rose, imagine a red rose flower in your hand. If you want to remember the number 7, imagine a rainbow with 7 colors. If you want to remember the word book, imagine yourself holding your favorite novel. The more colorful, funny, and exaggerated your image is, the better you will remember it. Section 4. The linking method. Second secret: linking. The human brain loves stories. If you want to remember random words, don't memorize them one by one. Instead, connect them into a story. For example, let's say you want to remember monkey, car, banana, teacher, river. Here's a quick story. A monkey jumps into a car, eats a banana, waves at a teacher, and drives into a river. Now, instead of 5 boring words, you have a funny story your brain will never forget. This is called the linking method, and memory champions use it to remember hundreds of random words, numbers, and even playing cards. Section 5. The memory palace. Third secret: the memory palace. This is one of the oldest memory techniques in the world. It was used by Greek philosophers, Roman senators, and even modern-day memory champions. Here's how it works. Imagine your home, your bedroom, kitchen, living room. Now place the things you want to remember inside those rooms. For example, if you need to buy milk, bread, and eggs, imagine a giant milk bottle on your bed, a loaf of bread on the sofa, and eggs rolling around in the kitchen. When you mentally walk through your house, you will see all the items clearly. This is called the method of loci, or the memory palace. And once you master it, you can remember long speeches, shopping lists, or even entire books without writing anything down. Section 6. Spaced repetition. Fourth secret: Spaced repetition. Have you ever crammed all night before an exam, only to forget everything the next day? That's because our brain forgets information quickly if we don't revise it properly. The secret is to review information at increasing intervals. For example, first review after 10 minutes, second review after 1 day, third review after 1 week, fourth review after 1 month. This technique, called spaced repetition, is used by language learners, medical students, and even memory athletes. It tells your brain, hey, this information is important, keep it. Section 7. Brain fitness. Fifth secret, brain fitness. Your brain is like a muscle. If you don't exercise it, it becomes weak. But if you train it, it becomes powerful. Some brain exercises include solving puzzles, playing chess, learning a new language, memorizing poems, even simple math exercises. And don't forget, your brain health depends on your body health. So eat brain-boosting foods like walnuts, blueberries, and fish. Sleep at least 7 to 8 hours. And do regular physical exercise. Because a healthy brain is a sharp brain. Section 8. Practical tips for daily life. Now, let's talk about some practical, everyday tips. Remembering names. When someone says their name, repeat it instantly. Nice to meet you, John. Then, visualize something funny with their face and name. Remembering numbers. Turn numbers into images. For example, 2 equals a swan, 8 equals a snowman, 9 equals a balloon. Remembering what you read. Don't just read, teach it. If you explain what you learned to someone else, you'll remember it forever. Remembering languages. Instead of memorizing words, create stories with them. If you learn the word gato, cat in Spanish, imagine a cat wearing a hat dancing on a table. Remembering daily tasks. Use the memory palace method for your to-do list. Place your tasks in your house and walk through it in your mind. Section 9. Motivation. Why memory matters. Let me tell you a secret. Great memory is not just about exams. It's about success in life. If you can remember names, you build stronger relationships. If you can remember facts, you become more confident. If you can remember your goals, you achieve them faster. Memory is not about the past. It's about creating your future. Now I want to ask you, which memory trick will you try first? Visualization? Linking? The memory palace? Comment below and share your thoughts. I read every single one. And if you found this helpful, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and share this video with your friends, because everyone deserves a super memory. So, let's recap. Memory is about encoding, storage, and retrieval. Use visualization to turn words into images. Use linking to create funny stories. Use the memory palace to organize information. Use spaced repetition to lock it in. Train your brain daily with puzzles, reading, and learning. Remember, your brain is capable of amazing things. You are smarter than you think.